Greetings. It's a day that ends in a Y. So it's another day when we have to stop. We don't have to, but we will stop and consider how privileged we are, how blessed we are to be in a country. I'm an American. Yay for the red, white, and blue. I'm an American. So I have affirmatively declared unalienable rights. The fellow Anglosphere Canadians and Australians and Britons do not have that because you all don't have a constitution that has affirmatively declared the freedom of religion, the freedom of speech, the freedom of the press, the freedom of assembly, and many other things. We have those affirmatively declared rights, liberties, and freedoms because why did it happen? Why did they think that it was necessary? They thought it was necessary to combat, to be a bulwark against tyranny. Tyranny. Tyranny of, by government. What was government? The experience had been the king and parliament. The experience at the time of the Constitution was the Congress. That we didn't actually have the same structure at that point, but they were anticipating, considering that the tyranny would be by the president and Congress once they created, recreated, redevised the new form of government, stronger federal government. The tyranny would be, could be, would be, could be by the president and Congress, or Congress, whichever. They understood that tyranny was more than that. Tyranny could be by the majority. So they built in, they wrote out, they specifically declared individual rights. They didn't just say a group, they didn't say identity, they said the individual is this is it. I have rights. I have rights, liberties, and freedoms because I exist. Which means, mentioned this before, which means that a 1943, the Supreme Court found that a person who said, I, on my conscience, will not pledge allegiance or declare allegiance, swear allegiance to the flag or to the country, I will not swear that allegiance because my conscience will not allow me to swear to anything or anyone other than God Almighty. That person in 1943 was severely pressured. That person found by the Supreme Court had the unalienable right to say, no, I will not do that, and you cannot force me to. Who's you? The government. Who's you? The majority, the society. No, I decide. So today's a day that ends in a Y. We spend a moment to consider, spend a moment to be appreciative, spend a moment to reinforce our commitment to being independent, being free, having unalienable rights. And anyone and everyone who pressures you to abandon your unalienable rights for their cause, their whatever, however they framed it. Smile at them. Smile at them. I don't know. I'm just telling you. Smile at them. and say, what's in this? What's in it for me? What's in it for me? You're telling me to give up my freedom of conscience, my freedom of thought, my freedom of I decide. You're telling me to give that up. What are you giving me for it? The riches of all, you know, no, all the opportunity, no, 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 all of the luxury, no, 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 all of the, what do you want me to give up? You want me to give up my rights, my liberties, my freedoms, my independence, so that you can prosper. With all the kindness that I have in me, I will say to you, W.C. No, it wasn't W.C. Fields. I don't know who it was. A sucker is born every day. Go find another sucker because I do not need to give up my for you to prosper. You can prosper all you want. I will not give up my rights, liberties, freedoms, independence, and authority. 2024, December. We are past, finally, the election. We have secured through this election those who are being challenged to be shut down. We put them in power. Not enough, not across the country, but it is a beginning. Pyramids were not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. The reestablishment of our rights, liberties, and freedoms did not happen in one day. But today, we are for our rights, liberties, and freedoms. Affirmation, sign in, join on, comment below. Son of Liberty 2020, am Liberty 2020 at gmail.com. Let's go. Let's build it. Let's challenge it. Let's smile at them and say, hey, you're pushing oppression. We want freedom.